You are live on the Emotion Code Bros Show, a special Saturday edition. And we have our delightful friend, Dr. Bradley Nelson. Hello, Mr. Nelson. Welcome to the call.
Hello, Michael and John, and hello, everybody. It's great to be here.
Yes, well, we have lots of loyal Emotion Code practitioners and clients. And John and I have been hosting this live show every Saturday for 78 weeks. And
Wow.
we're so excited. And so welcome. First, if you just joined us, my name is Michael Loge. I am an Emotion Code practitioner, also the author of a few books. And we are live here every Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern on this Facebook page. And I am here with my bro, John. Good morning, John.
Good morning. Yeah, great to be here always. We're actually on episode 87.
Wow.
And yeah, so great. Extra special week for me as just had a baby boy.
Yes.
So he might be making an appearance today with Dr. Brad.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, we'd love to see that.
So lots happening in my world, but yeah, and having Dr. Brad on the show today is just so exciting.
Yeah.
Great to be here.
Well, Dr. Brad, we couldn't wait to tell everybody that you had dinner with Mr. Tony Robbins. And then we turn around and we see that your new book is endorsed by Tony Robbins. And I remember when I was teaching law of attraction, it's called the tipping point. Like, people heard about it, a couple books here and there and here and there. And then Oprah talked about after The Secret came out. And then once Oprah talked about law of attraction, then it tipped over.
Right.
And then it was a household word and everybody knows about it. So in our view, the tipping point is likely going to be Tony Robbins. It's going to be the tipping point. And we're very excited to be on this side of the tippage.
Oh, yeah.
we've been building a very successful business as practitioners and showing other people how to do that. But today, we'd like two things from you. We'd love a little sneak peek inside the upcoming version of your book. John, Can you show us the cover if you have it in front of you?
Oh, I'm sure Dr. Brad has a book.
I've got one.
Oh, you got the real one. We just have the printed cover. That's all. Well, congratulations. Yes.
Well, sure. So this is the what they sent me. The publisher sent me. What happened was we have a publishing agreement now with St. Martin's Press, and they have a new imprint called Essential Books, and they contacted about a year ago. We contracted with a literary agent, and in New York City. And then it was, let's see, what month is it? I don't know, sometime probably about 6 months or so ago. We were actually in Scotland on our way over to do the Animal Energy Healing Conference in Manchester in the UK. We were in Edinburgh. And all of a sudden we spent this day where we were getting bids through our literary agent from all of the top 4 or 5 publishers in the world. Yeah. So that's interesting because I remember, about 12 years ago when the Emotion Code first came out, I talked to all of them and none of them would give me the time of day. So it's fun that now this has shifted so much. So we've changed the cover. It looks like this. Okay. Yeah. So it's very clean, white, got rid of all the black. And then you'll notice that, oh gosh, let's see. Well, this is the advanced reader's copy. So this is a paperback. We only have one of these left. The purpose of this is the original manuscript that we had sent to them. The purpose of this is to actually give out to people for review. And you'll notice on the bottom, we have a foreword by Tony Robbins. And I'll tell you how that came about. Yeah.
Yes, do. We're nosy. We want to know everything.
Yeah.
Well, it was really amazing. My wife and I were sitting at a business conference in Salt Lake City about probably 6 months ago. And my phone started lighting up with email messages from our publicist. And she said, Tony Robbins is trying to get a hold of you. And I just thought, haha, this is some kind of a joke. Who is this? But within a few minutes, we were on the phone, a 3-way call with one of the people that works for Tony's staff. And he said, yes, Tony and his wife, Sage, would really like to meet you. Would you be available to fly out tomorrow? Well, normally we don't have any time slots that aren't full, but it just so happened that we were free the next day. This was on a Friday. So they put us on a flight the next morning. I was kind of hoping to be on Tony's private jet, of course, but it was a regular flight. We flew, and they live in Florida now. They used to live in Southern California. But anyway, so we flew out there, and they put us up in a beautiful 5-star hotel, and we went to their house. They've got an amazing, amazing house, of course, right on the beach there in Palm Beach, and it was just so really fun because my wife and I, we were able to share with Tony and his wife how about 30 years ago, my wife and I were really kind of in a hard place. We didn't have any money. I was working for another doctor, and we were really just living hand to mouth. We really wanted to have our own place. We wanted to have our own house. We wanted to have our own business, and we didn't really know how we were going to do that. So one night late, we're sitting around watching late night TV, and we happened to watch Tony Robbins on this infomercial selling his cassette tape package back then, which was, I think, Unleash the Power Within, or maybe Unlimited Power, something like that. Anyway, we bought it. I think it was $99, which we couldn't afford, but we thought, we've got to do something. And it was a 30-day program. So we followed all 30 days of his cassette program and did everything. And within about 60 days after we finished that, we were in our own home in Laguna Niguel, California, so just a few miles from the beach, and in our own practice. And we didn't have to put out a dime of cash to get into this situation. It was just the craziest thing. This doctor was leaving, and we were working on an arrangement to buy his practice. And at one point he said, well, you're going to need a place to live. Why don't you just buy my house too? I'll just kind of throw it in. And so it was just unbelievable. So it was really neat because I was able to share this. My wife and I were able to share this story with Tony. And so there was suddenly this connection with him from all these years ago. So we'd kind of been connected over all this time. And so anyway, we ended up using the emotion code, working on everybody, and getting really good results, of course, with everyone. So yes, he's written just a beautiful foreword for the new book, and that's amazing, And we also have now been able to get lots of endorsements from people like Greg Braden and Joe Dispenza and Darren Weissman and lots of people that and so those are really fun too, and those are all going to be in the new book. So what have we done to the new book? Well, the old book was about 70,000 words. All right. The new book, even though it's the same, it's actually slightly less as far as the number of pages. It's actually about 90,000 words. So we added quite a bit. We've added a lot of great new stories because when the book first came out, the stories are pretty much all my own personal stories, right?
That's right.
But since then, of course, we've had people from all over the world that have been able to contribute stories. So we chose from a lot of those stories, and I'll share one of those with you. This is in the Heart Wall section. There's lots of new stories about PTSD. There's a whole new chapter on inherited emotions. So we added a chapter just for that.
Nice.
But
Cool.
But this is a really neat story I want to share with you from the book. I was in the process of trying to emerge from great disappointment and heartache in my own life from my divorce when I discovered the emotion code. I caught on to this process quickly as I had previous muscle testing experience for many years, so I started working on my heart wall. I kept working on it until one day it finally happened. My heart wall was gone, and with it, I literally felt a turning in the heart area somewhere by the rib cage. I wondered, what is this? I felt a distinct opening, a lifting. I was not sure what it was all about at the time. I began to feel lighter. A level of happiness that comes only from deep within emerged. I began to feel a level of love that was different from what I had previously experienced in my life. I was more peaceful. I noticed I was not as easy to provoke. I was calm in circumstances which would have left me churning in the past. It was easier to let things go. It was stunning for me to recognize that my heart began to feel or move, even pulse. There was an upward shifting feeling. I felt love, warmth, peace, and contentment. Nothing else seemed to matter around me at the moment. My heart felt alive. I could feel value return to my damaged spirit. She'd been through a horrific divorce. I am now a certified emotion code and body code practitioner, and I have the privilege of seeing the same process happen to people all over the world again and again as they write to me describing how the clearing of their own heart walls has affected them. The emotion code and the body code have blessed not only my own life in a profound way, but the lives of my children and now grandchildren. I'm not sure life gets any better than that. So there's just a lot of great new stories like that in this new book. It's going to be a hardcover, and it's going to be one of their lead titles, which means that, when you walk through the airport, you'll see that kiosk, and it's going to have the emotion code right there.
Nice.
So we're pretty excited.
Exciting. Well, congratulations. That's great stories. We too get emails, the same thing around the heart wall. We do a lot, as you know, there's lots of things we help people with, but the emails that we get about people's heart wall, it's like the stories, how people are treating them and how they're treating themselves, and everything's just changing. So thank you for that. Now, there is an event coming up in Salt Lake City, and it's a new program that you put together. Why don't you tell us more about that?
Okay, sure. We have a new event that we have designed and put together called Discover the Essentials of Healing. And we're going to be doing 2 of those this year. Our first one is going to be in Salt Lake City. And that, if you go to our website at discoverhealing.com, I'm going to go there right now. You can actually, right there on the homepage, you'll see join us live for 3 days in Salt Lake City at Discover the Essentials of Healing. So you can click to learn more. We have, let's see here. Salt Lake City is going to be April 11th, 12th, and 13th. It's going to be the DoubleTree Hilton Hotel. And this event really is designed for people who are really brand new, because we have so many people that are finding out about what we're doing and are brand new to this. And so this event is designed to teach them the basics and the essentials. However, I can pretty much guarantee you that even if you've been doing this kind of work for a long time, you're going to gain by coming to this event, because you're going to be meeting people, you're going to be learning new things. It's going to be really a lot of fun.
Yeah, and people will develop lifelong friendships and mentors and buddies, and it's in-person. As much as I love doing stuff over the video, in-person events is, it's lifetime relationships that we get going to a live event.
Yes, that's absolutely right. There's nothing like live event. Really are. There's nothing that compares to that energy and the excitement and the love that you feel. I mean, when you get a room full of 300 or 400 people together, and most of them have had their heart wall removed, there's a very high vibration there that you don't get normally, and you can feel it.
That's wonderful. Yeah. I'd just like to take a second to do a shout out. We have lots of loyal watchers. We have Jennifer Towner. She's from Palm Springs, and Natasha Paula Samuel. She's joined every show. She is from the UK, so we're welcoming her. And Kelly Carson, Holly Peters. We have Uvis from South Africa, who's always with us. T. Jared from Netherlands. Kayla from Texas. Elaine Goodman. She's saying good morning to all 3 of us. Janet Bianic, Vancouver Island. We've got lots of excited people watching, and we're stockpiling, because I remember when my book Law of Attraction first got published, or my last book Your Life Purpose, there is a time between now and when it actually gets released. So everybody that orders your book between now and when it gets released, you don't get the book obviously because it's not released, but they all get stockpiled, all those numbers, and they all get rolled into the release date. So we are encouraging as many people to order even if you have the black book, honor Dr. Brad's work, get the new book. It's got some more pages in it, and all those pre-orders get rolled up, and then on release date, who would have thought that we would see the emotion code book at an airport? Hey, I thought that when somebody sent me a picture, this was like 15 years ago, somebody sent me a picture of my book at Costco, big stacks of my book at Costco. And then one time somebody sent me a picture. This was at a little service station way up in northern Canada on this old deserted highway. And this guy had 2 of my books on his service station shelf. So
That's awesome.
I know the excitement of seeing that in the airport, and we are delighted to help spread the word.
It is exciting. Well, thank you so much.
Now, there's three of you training and speaking in Salt Lake City, yourself, and who else is joining
Yes.
you there? Yeah.
Myself, my daughter Natalie, who has been well, it's really I would say the two oldest body code practitioners, not oldest in terms of chronological age, but oldest as far as the length of time that they've been doing it.
Practicing,
That's
yeah.
my daughter Natalie, who took over my practice when I had to, leave that and go full time doing my work. She traveled all over the world for a number of years just doing that work, and she's developed the abundance program and the relationship program. She's
Okay.
amazing. She'll be speaking along with me, and then also Josh, who, contrary to popular belief, is not actually my son, but he is my first cousin's son, and he's amazing. And so these are. This is a great group of three: myself, Josh, Natalie, and you don't want to miss this event. It's going to be so much fun.
Yeah, well, we're definitely going to keep reminding you about it. John, I'm going to go over to you. And do you have a unrehearsed question for Dr. Bradley Nelson? Take the opportunity.
No, I don't. My mind is somewhere else right now. We just had our first night with this guy, but yeah, I'd like to show you my
there he
special
is.
guest here.
Oh, cute.
Wow,
Davey
look
Bro.
at the size.
Yeah.
Name?
Haven't decided on a name yet. Yeah,
No
we just
name.
had our first night here last night, and he did awesome.
Oh, he's so
It is a new
cute.
baby.
Yeah.
Oh,
So,
there's nothing
no
nothing
unrehearsed
better.
questions,
Yes.
but this is
Shout out to Pam in the background. We saw your arm, Pam.
Yeah.
Thanks for sharing.
This little guy. Yeah, pretty
That's
special day.
fantastic.
Yeah.
Is this your first one, John?
First
Do you have
one.
other kids? First one.
First one, yeah.
Fantastic.
Interesting, I should say that. I did work on him all the way through the pregnancy, make sure he was happy, did some emotion code, and even the first day he was born, trauma for delivery. So
Yeah.
I don't know if you've experienced that before with your kids, Dr. Brad, but yeah, it's definitely helps. Yeah.
Oh yeah, my wife and I, we had 7 together, and gosh, this work was just the most amazing tool to be able to work with them all the way through, and we're still using it periodically, to work on them, although they've all grown up and moved out now. So congratulations, that's fantastic.
7
Good
kids,
job.
yeah. Any tips?
Well, he seems very relaxed. Just keep working on him.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank
That's
you,
great.
Dr. Bradley Nelson, for joining us today. And we're all excited. We're going to be promoting your new book here on our weekly show. And for everybody considering, you can go to Dr. Bradley's webpage and learn more about the upcoming Essentials of Healing Summit, the Essentials of Healing in-person seminar, rather. So anything else from you, Dr. Bradley, you'd like to end the show with today?
Well, I would just say if you haven't pre-ordered the book, go ahead and pre-order it. You can go to Amazon, pre-order the book, and then May 7th is the release date. We want to try to get as many pre-orders as we possibly can, because that could put us immediately onto the New York Times bestseller list, which then potentially can open up so many doors everywhere, which is just going to benefit all of us. I mean, I'm working out, losing weight, because I know I'm going to be on Dr. Oz, et cetera, and the shows, but this is how we do it, is by pre-ordering the book. So that's your part that you can do to help us. Pre-order, 2 or 3. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to do that for sure. Thank you for joining us today. Thanks, everybody, for watching. John and I are going to stick around for a couple more to chat with some of our live viewers today. And Dr. Nelson, thanks for hanging out with us today. And we're looking forward to May 7th for the new release of the Emotion Code. Thanks for hanging out with us today.
Thank you both so much. Thanks,
Dr.
everybody.
Brad.
Bye-bye.
Have a great day.
Well, that was totally behind the scenes of Dr. Bradley Nelson's life. That was okay. So, John, let's go out and welcome our friends. We had a lot of people watching us today. I'll start off with, I think earlier I said Jennifer Towners in Palm Springs, and Natasha Paula Samuel saying hello. So nice to have you back. Who else, John?
Hey, did you see Janet? Her comment. She actually bought the Unlimited Power cassette tapes for $99 as well. Yeah.
The old cassette tapes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, Doug Collins' Emotion Code book is going mainstream. Very exciting.
Yes. Hey, listen, I'm not sure if that was Dr. Bradley projecting that he wanted to be on Dr. Oz or if he knows something. Either way, holy S-balls.
Yeah, he's getting ready for it.
We're ready. We have we have 87 episodes on YouTube. Hashtag you can find us. Oh yeah, John put the discoverhealing.com is where you can learn more about the Salt Lake City event. And John Sisterino from New York City saying hello, nice to see you with us. And Leslie Marshall from Oregon.
Yeah. Sylvia Bellini says hello. Lovely baby. Many congratulations. Yeah. Brenda Lainoff is watching. Hey, Brenda.
Yes. Dolane Major is watching. Caleb Rowe is watching. We said hello to Doug Collins. Elaine Goldman, congratulations to John.
Oh, hey, here's Helena putting the link to Amazon, I believe.
Oh, great. Thank you,
to the book. Yeah. Thanks, Helena.
Speaking of Helena, her and I, boy, we are doing it. We had our 4th Emotion Code group here in Victoria on Thursday. There was one empty chair, and it was stuck in the middle of lots of people. We had a record number of people attending, and we've changed up our format a little bit. You know, we're on our 4th one, so we're learning. And this time we had more chat, and it's our 4th session, we've been working on people that have been coming to the monthly meeting. So now we're getting updates from people, like the guy who hasn't had a potato chip in like 6 weeks and gets boxes of them every day because he works at a store. So people are being very impressed. And this week we worked on the heart wall. And so next week, John, we're going to have a special episode on the heart wall. And it's specifically for people that have heart wall. And if you don't know what heart wall is, it means a wall around your heart. It means you're not connecting or communicating. And maybe it's with your children or your son. Maybe your kids haven't talked to you, or maybe it's your sister or your brother. Next week, specific heart wall with a family member. We're going to look for 2 people.
Yeah, it's really, really common. Yeah, people that haven't talked to their mom, their dad, or sibling, or son, or daughter for long periods of time. So, a lot of conflict. That heart wall is going to create barriers, blocks, and, that relationship. So, yeah, 2 people to work on next week. Heart wall with a specific person.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good. We have Bonnie Bloom from Iowa, USA joined us. Kayla said, you said my last name correctly. Well, it's because I'm French, that's why. I would say Brio. Now, I probably pronounced it incorrectly. Yeah, Helena and I, we had a lot of fun. So we would like to encourage you to, if you're in the Victoria area or coming to beautiful Victoria, check us out. We meet up once a month. Our next live meetup, we're doing food. So last time we worked on with 10 people with their food addictions or habits. So we're bringing that by popular demand. We had a great meetup group here on Thursday night. And also Helena and I were at the Victoria's Women's Show 2 weekends ago, so we met lots of new friends there. We are definitely spreading the word and letting people know about the Emotion Code and helping them immensely. So, John, for our friends that are watching and they want to have an Emotion Code session, tell them what that process is like. Everything from, I want to have one, I want to sign up with Michael or John. We both have the same system. Once they decide who they want to work with, then what do they do to get online?
Yes, we both have websites and online scheduling. So you can just click on the scheduling button, set your time zone, and the calendar pops up. So you just find your perfect spot, time, date, and links up to PayPal or Square. So the payment time is all automatic. You get confirmation emails, reminder emails, and we can do a session over the video, kind of like this, Blue Jeans. I do Zoom sometimes.
Yeah.
Or we can just do it over the phone. And if you're a busy person and just can't join the call live, I'll do an email session as well. So lots of options. And, if you want to remain anonymous, email is a good option as well.
Yep.
And super simple.
Yeah. And to find out all the kind of things that John and I work on, you can go to HangoutWithMichael /bros. And that'll take you to all 87 episodes that we've done. You'll get a link to those. Now, emotion code, body code practitioners, I want to help you design a business card that becomes your silent salesperson. Having big letters that you're an emotion code practitioner might not bring you too much business. I can teach you how to do that. It's free. If you go down below here where it says hangoutwithmichael.com/growth club, that's growth club, you can go to that page because I have a monthly growth club. One of the meetings that I did the training was how to build an awesome business card. I'm giving that away for free. If you go to hangoutwithmichael.com/growth club, and you can watch the training that I did so you can have a business card that acts as your silent salesperson, both when you're there and when you're not there. So
Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brilliant. I absolutely love that. I could watch it
You know
again
what
and
our
again and
UK
again.
friends would say? It's brill.
Real.
Yeah, they just drop the end. They don't bother with the and. Oh, that's brill. Yeah.
Honestly, I learned more in that video than I did in a marketing course that I took that was thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
A couple more, and then we're going to sign out, John. We have Deborah Harney Gregor. She is saying good morning, so we love hearing from her as well. Today, Bonnie Bloom, love your teachings. Watch videos on YouTube. Thank you. We got a lot
Yeah,
of them.
love the
that's for
teachings.
sure.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Okay, John, it's time for you to go be a dad. Thanks for being so attentive for 25 minutes.
Yeah. Always. Yeah. It was awesome to be on this show, extra special. I really wanted to be here and make it. You know, we got home yesterday from the hospital and made it on live, and Dr. Brad here. It's just,
it was
life
a
just
great
can't get
day
any
for
better.
both of us. So
Yeah.
and to find out all that news that's coming down the pipeline. Hashtag pipeline.
Yeah.
Exciting.
I vibe right now.
Good.
Thanks.
Okay, John, let's say goodbye to our friends.
Yeah,
and
thanks
we'll
everyone.
See you next week
Thanks
on
for
the Bro
joining
Show
in.
where we're doing. Do you have a heart wall with a family member? Join us next Saturday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern.